Greetings from Smelterville. I'm borrowing someone's iPhone because I have a BlackBerry and it can't do this, so I'm on someone's iPhone. Nevertheless, I am in Smelterville. If you have deep roots in Cape Girardeau County, you know exactly where I'm talking about. If not, I am just south of the Southern Expressway on the east side of Sprigg, and behind me, over my shoulder there, is the Mississippi River. Smelterville was named this in 1906 when a large company proposed a lead smelting plant. In fact, they said it would become the largest lead smelting plant in the world. It would employ a lot of people, involve a number of buildings, and be a real boon to the area. Smelting is the process of melting metal to separate it from the ore so that you have just the metal, just the pure metal product. And the irony about Smelterville is that the smelting plant was never built. One Cape Girardeau historian says that it was a scam to begin with. Well, whatever the case, a town did develop here, a little suburb, and eventually it was incorporated into the city of Cape Girardeau. And it was the poorest part of town. In fact, it was so poor that up into the 1960s, the houses here didn't even have running water. Every time the Mississippi River came up, the houses were flooded, people had to be evacuated. Life was hard in Smelterville. Finally, at the Great Flood of 1973, the city condemned this area and all the homes were torn down, people were relocated, and there's really nothing here today. Today, as we continue our series, Man on Fire, we're following the story of Elijah. And he has been commanded by God to leave the Kerith ravine, where he has been living in the wilderness for almost a year, and go to Zarephath, where a poor widow is going to take care of him. Now, interestingly, the name Zarephath means to smelt. So there was some kind of smelting process there in that town. But I'm not just talking about the smelting of metal. It's the refining of the prophet himself. God had more lessons, God had more work to do on the prophet Elijah to prepare him for the work that was ahead of him. And the reality is that on the road to spiritual maturity, all roads lead to Zarephath. On the road to spiritual maturity, all roads lead to Smelterville.